we'll start recording. Right, so hello and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Araby. Now you might be asking, wait, I thought we recruited a lot of territory, and we have. I've, however, loaded a fresh campaign of Araby because there was an update to Araby in the OV and Lost Factions patch, Lost Factions mod recently, which gives them a research tree. So we're going to be having a look at that, and then I'll load up our campaign. We'll continue along with it. I'm doing this at the beginning of the video, so that people watching the video will be able to, you know, see the new stuff straight away. Also, so that I don't have to have the loading of the campaign for the new campaign in the video, because I no longer have the ability to pause a recording since I've changed my settings for OBS. So, here we go. Araby has a new skill tree. I don't think we'll be getting this in our campaign. I don't think skill trees will update halfway through a campaign. Not skill trees, research trees will update halfway through the campaign. So, and this is something I haven't looked at either just yet. So, yeah, I'm going to be learning along with everyone else what all this is. Let's see. Teachings of the Wise. We must open our minds to new ways. Plus 5% research rate and public order +1. I assume that's all provinces? Pretty neat. This was just added, so there's most likely going to be modifications and changes to it later on. Sacred Scriptures. Learn from your past to better your future. Leadership +3. Okay. Abrogation of slavery. Indentured servants don't count, right? Leadership +5, public order +2. Incumbent slaves -75%. Slave decline rate +75%. Okay, so that's, yeah. Abolition of slavery? Yeah. Tribal rights. Together we stand and fight as equals and as brothers. Growth +15. Recruitment cost -25%, public order -1, local recruitment capacity +1, all provinces. That's pretty nice. Study of the Divine. Wisdom beats brutes. Lord recruit rank +3. Hey, I was wondering about something like that last episode. Study of the Giants. They are not beasts, they're simply misunderstood. -40% upkeep for giant units, all provinces. +10 armor for giants, and +6% weapon strength for giants. That's interesting. Academia. Our future lies in the mind, protected by the sword. +15% research rate. Construction cost -10% for all buildings. Construction time -2 for province capital settlement buildings. That's nice. Golden Age. We will be envy of our successors, and will go down as the greatest of our people. We will be the envy of our successors. Income from industry +10%. Construction cost -5% for all buildings. You've also got this one here. I think this is like positive, and this is like the more negative one. Temporal freedom. One should have the freedom to practice and believe in what their heart desires. Public order. -15% penalty due to presence or lack of corruption, all provinces. Forbidden tomes. What secrets lie in the blood scroll? So is this... Do we go this way? Or do we go this way? Or can we go both of these ways? Because it doesn't seem like this is locked if I take one or the other. Liber Tormentum. It ends with a bang. +8 missile damage from Grand Bombards, Jezzails, and Camel Jezzails, and +8% reload. Liber Mortis. This will give you more than nightmares. +5% casualty replenishment rate, all armies, and hero recruit rank +4 for Necromancers. Ooh! Does this give us access to Necromancers? Liber Malefic. A reed to twist your soul. Melee attack, +5 for Chaosborn and Kadai Fireborn units. Eh? Really? Wait, do we get Kadai Fireborn now? Melee defense, +6 for Warriors, Chaos Dwarf Warriors, Infernal Guards, Zealots, and Knights units. Hang on. I'm gonna have to check something. Do we have new buildings as well? No. Okay. I mean, as I said, probably subject to change. So, Mortem Clemency. Who are we to deny those who wish to talk to their dearly departed? Plus 40 diplomatic relations with vampire counts. Minus 50% public order penalty due to presence or lack of corruption. Hero recruit rank plus 6 for necromancers or provinces. Minus 35 diplomatic relations with men, high elves, and lizardmen. Sufferance of chaos. Chaos is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Okay. Haha. Plus 40 diplomatic relations with chaos. Minus 15% penalty due to presence or lack of corruption. Minus 10% recruitment costs for warriors, chaos dwarf warriors, infernal guards, zealots, devastators, and annihilator units. Minus 35 diplomatic relations with men, high elves, and lizardmen. I have to assume at some point there's probably going to be the option to recruit these units if they're showing up so much. Mirror of Nightmares. A portal to a nightmarish world, and we welcome it. Minus 25% public order penalty due to presence or lack of corruption. How much does this stack up to? 15, 30, 45, 70%. Okay. That's pretty hefty. Minus 30% recruitment cost for warriors, recruitment rank plus 4 for those units, and immune to chaos attrition, all armies. Ooh. It's quite nice. Okay, what have we got here? Shock and Awe. Requires technology Liber Tormentum. They won't know what hit them. Plus 10 missile damage for Grand Bombards, Giselles, and Camels, and plus 10% reload for Grand Bombards, Giselles, and Camels. Camel Giselles. Way with the bow. There is much honor and tradition in the Arabian bow. Arabian bow. I'll just say Arabian. Plus 8 missile damage for archers, camel archers, and El Rahim nomads. Pure breeds. Through selective breeding, we can rear elephants that rival even Norscan mammoths. Plus 10% upkeep for war elephant units, all armies. Plus 50% recruitment cost for war elephants, all armies. Plus 6 melee attack, plus 6 melee defense, and recruitment rank plus 3 for war elephants. Okay. Runic studies. True power lies in the ancient runes of Nekara. Plus 8 winter magic starting amount, all armies, and cooldown. Minus 50% to all spells, all armies. That's actually quite nice, because I think
the trees tell me
Jafar, one of his skills, is it? There was something around here. Was it Serpent Staff which gave him, like, decrease the casting timer spells, or was that from the Call It campaign? I'm getting confused. Okay. Camel Barding. The camel is a mighty creature that can bear the weight of more than just cargo. Plus 20 armor for all camel units. All armies. That's pretty nice. Water Clock. No time to say hello goodbye. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Income from industry. Plus 6%. Research rate. Plus 6%. Teachings of the Wise. Okay, so you get that, and then you can get that. Savage Ways requires tribal rights. We will decorate our camp with their entrails. Plus 6 melee attack for Arabian nomad units. Plus 10 battle speed for Arabian nomad units. Rank and file. We are the line between those that seek to destroy us and our families. Plus 10 armor for Arabian Warriors, Spearmen, Archers, and Palace Guard. Plus 6 melee defense for Arabian Warriors, Spearmen, Archers, and Palace Guard. Hassan Order. Legendary Order of Assassins. Renowned and feared across Araby. Hero action cost minus 25%. Hero action success chance plus 8%. Cryptos Aniline. Our foe's hidden agenda will be exposed. Enemy hero action success chance minus 20%. All characters. Ooh, that's nice. Archaeology. We can learn much from the study of our forefathers and the priest kings. Plus 10% research rate. Plus 10 leadership when fighting against tomb kings. Algorithmy. Any problem can be solved through the application of algorithms. Plus 10% income from industry. Recruitment cost minus 5%. Cartography. We know these lands like the back of our hands. Wait, what's that? Plus 15% campaign movement range. Ambush success chance plus 20%. Ambush defense chance plus 20%. That's nice. Kitab at Tasrif. Encyclopedia of medical texts that will serve our people for eons. Plus 6% casualty replenishment rate always. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty nice. I like this sort of choice. If this is a choice, or you can go both ways, I suppose. It doesn't seem like they lock either out. But, yeah. I'm interested in having access to necromancers when you don't really have a predominantly undead army. It would mean you'd be able to summon units of skeletons and zombies, and they would be the primary focus of your casting of any invocation of Nehek. Because those are the only units which can be healed by them. Actually, come to think of it, in that regard, it might be neat if the Promethean Hatchlings actually changed into the rotting Prometheans. I mean, they're basically the same unit anyway. Maybe. But yeah. Sort of further builds upon us having a choice between going, you know, pretty much enlightenment and good, or sort of power and chaos. Which is pretty nice. Okay, I think also Sultan Jafar got a rather large debuff. Yeah, his melee attack and defense are quite a bit lower than they were before. I think it was like 60 and something, but yeah, sadly. Okay. Anyway, that's the overview of their new skill tree. So let's load up our campaign. There we go. We have ballistas, field trebuchet, and a grand bombard, which is primarily used against walls. Okay, so here we are, and as I said, we had just taken Sudenburg and we're replenishing our losses. They've got 2 armies over here. Otto Kemp here, and their full stack army over here. You'll probably take this pretty easily. We're getting a unique building here. Well, a unique building here. Apparently some of the building descriptions have changed. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it is. These have all changed. Let's see. In Araby, small coastal towns such as this heavily rely on pearl trading, aside from the usual fishing that goes on over here. Bustling ports and seaside bazaars span the length of the coast in this town. Slowly but surely, the town is bound to grow to accustomed to handling more traders from lands far and wide. Ships from all 4 corners of the world sail back and forth from these Arabian coastal cities, jewels of the desert abundant in resources gained by bartering with traders from the lands of faraway Cathay, mysterious realms of Nippon, jungles of Lustria, the human principalities of the Empire, and even some Norscan tribes. Prospering betwixt marble columns and golden-domed proud, these Arabian cities are a work of human ingenuity. Unbeknownst to many, though, you may find the usual Skaven undercities from time to time. And the Arabians are a proud people. As such, they have built their greatest cities through sweat and blood. Unmatched in architecture and engineering, this city hosts the most grandiose bazaars and ports to be found in Araby. You might also witness the high elven embassies and trading posts, something you would rarely find outside of Ulthuan. Yeah. Very nice descriptions. So for these ones as well. So, okay, let's see. We're getting a grand bombard there. Your army is filled up. We're getting some more field trebuchets here. Just to expand out our armies. Black Tower of Aachen. What can we build here? Build the Casbah. Last recruitment of Arabian Guard. But we don't have the Royal Palace Barracks, so I can't recruit them anyway. I'd like to build that there so we can get the Arabian Knights. Oh, do we have the research tree? Damn it! Ah, okay, so we do get the research tree. I'm glad that I was proven wrong. As annoying as it is, that it means that we had to sit through the I'm just gonna keep that in the video. Rather than starting it again because I went over all of these. So, yeah. Okay, get teachings of the wise. What's this mod called? Araby is part of the Ovian Lost Factions mod by Shaky Rivers, as well as input by a lot of other people as well. It comes with multiple parts, so make sure that you have them. You also need Mixu's Unlocker to be able to play as Araby. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Comes with a whole bunch of different factions, which are in varying degrees of finished. Araby is one of the ones which is furthest along with the halflings, or the moot, which are currently indisposed. Isa Shutton has fallen, sadly. There's also trolls over here. There's also a playable troll faction called Clan Ugma, which I don't know where they are currently. So, let's see. I think we're just going to sit here and recruit these units. Yeah. El Calibard. Do I want to build garrison here? City Watch. Tollgate. Yep. Increasing income because Great Desert of Araby is generating a lot of income for us, so a bit of extra on top of that will be nice. And turn. It's seriously an outstanding mod. It feels like a legitimate faction. It is very well done. A lot of effort has gone into it. Ah. I can't. As I said, there's what? Araby, the Halflings, the Trolls faction, there's Amazons, which are still to sort of come. There's an army list for them made by another modder, but I don't think that's been added into Ovian Lost Factions yet. What else is there? There's Albion. Truesayers of Albion, just up there. They have a full list, as well as a unique legendary lord. Oregon.
Jade Wizard.
I have other mods as well. Please say Kislev. Well, Kislev is not part of Ovian Lost Factions. However, there is another mod, Expanded Roster Kislev, which adds some. And I don't know whether it's part of that mod or part of another mod, which adds Zarina Katarine Borka. So you can play as Kislev, and they've got a pretty fleshed out unit roster. They also, I think, have an update in the works, which is going to add some new units to them. There's new models, as well as updates for the units' appearances and all that. I don't think that's out yet. I haven't checked Kislev for ages, but there is a mod which adds them. Let me have a look. I have a list of all my mods, and I'll just check that so that I am accurate. Let's see. It is Expanded Roster Kislev by Decomposed and Chrysord. So, there you go. Again, you might need, like, Mixu's Unlocker to be able to play as Kislev. The mod pages on Steam will most likely be listing all the other, will list all the other mods you require. Along with it, so. I think Steam also pops up as saying, you need these other mods. If there's any other requirements like that. Omar, let's see. I'm going to get on you. Do you keep your armor when you get a royal elephant? I'm gonna get devastating charge for you. Just gotta help you when you're on that.
Our paths have crossed.
There's an odd thing in Warhammer Total War. It's been around for quite a while, where when you're hovering over to get a mount, it actually misrepresents the stats. I don't know exactly the reason for it, but it's like these stats which you see aren't exactly what you're going to end up with. Like, the leadership's not going to go down when you get the Imperial Pegasus. It's like maybe discounting some bonuses or something, I'm not too sure. We'll get the Imperial Pegasus. Then you can fly around the map and cast fireballs from above. You're fine over here. I want the Mystical Palace of the Wizard Caliph. But we need level 5 for that. Yeah. Get the Sorcerer's Zawiya. And you could probably get the walls as well. Upgrade Lashik for the slave market. And how are we going over here? Fine. Okay. End turn. As I said, I have a bunch more mods active than just Ovian Lost Factions. Another one I have, which we're seeing over here, is Greybeard Prospectors, which makes Greybeard Prospectors a more unique faction. They are sort of technologically advanced dwarves, or technologically focused dwarves with a sort of dedication towards like research and development. So they have new weapons and all that. So you can play them in 2 different ways. I've done a playthrough of them in the past. I also have a bunch of mods which add extra heroes, extra lords to other factions. So the Empire have their legendary lords all over the place. Or their different regions, so Averland is owned by Marius Leekdorf and all that. And we get to see their units out here. Currently, Karazakarak confederated with Greybeard Prospectors, so Grombrindle is part of this faction now. They have Ushabti Slayers, Line Breakers, Shield Wall, Legion Vanguard, Sentries, Obsidian Legionnaires with Blunderbusters, and Heavy Thunderers. Note that all their units are very small in number, but they're very tough. And it is quite possible to take on larger armies with them, but the AI is not doing a good job of it, because you need artillery. And they're not making use of it. Artillery is very powerful. How's our garrison here? Weak.
Yes.
Exit. You go here. You go there. And you go there. Okay, we'll come around this way and attack them and keep you in Sudenburg in case they decide to try and lay siege to it. That's fine. End turn. Just took the white Lego bricks out of the hydroperoxide bath after 6 hours and they're all white again. Woo! A discoloration over the years. I hope that wouldn't, like, make the plastic brittle. I'm sure. It's not like I'd know. I've got some Lego right here. Hey. I've got a filthy ghost here. He's got dirt all over him because of years and years ago and I stuck him in the ground for some reason. I like the old Lego ghost with the glow-in-the-dark cover on him. Anyway. Our agreement has run its course. Oh! Why? Boo! This is one thing I've thought of doing as a stream. I have, what's it called? Lego Digital Designer, and I've thought of just having a stream where we live vicariously through the wonders of technology and assemble Lego sets which I've never owned. Sounds so sad. It does a pretty good job of representing all the units. You can actually move the all the pieces. You can move the parts around and all that. So there are limitations to it. It's normal behavior for ABS plastic. It has to do with the fire retardant part in the plastic. Look at all those old gaming consoles. They always turn orange. Ah! Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, like the NES and all that. Yep. I've seen people doing that in videos. It's not something I've done myself. But yep, I understand.
Finding paths.
Because some op shop had the Legos in the window for like 3 years and they get sun bleached. Oh, gee. All the plastic toys, it just like, it looks sad. Half of it's just white because all the colour's been taken out of the doll. Oh. Do that. Enter. Hydroperoxide and UV light reverses the process. You need either put it in the sun or use UV lamps. Okay. I think the most I've done for something like that is trying to remove dirt from something with one of those, what are they called? Magic erasers? Is it? It's like a white block, and you like scrub it on the surface and it removes, dirt and all that. Even though the sun causes yellowing, you also need to reverse the process. Okay. Didn't really work. The magic eraser didn't really work for the purpose I was using it on, though. Maybe the plastic was just beige. I can't remember. Big old beige boxes. Punish them. Get teachings of the wise. So I think we've got a bunch of research here, which increases our research rate. Camel Barding, rank and file, plus 10 armor. Pretty nice. What would that put our armor up for our units? 40 armor. That's pretty good. Get that. You can get Lock of Doom.
Who calls? I'll ignore that.
You're not going to succeed in defending your regions if you keep retreating like that. Okay. Go and attack Planar Tuskers. And the other army can come up.
Druid, I will do your bidding. Traveling on.
And yeah. Quick save. Man, we can play this battle, sure, why not? Ah. Be able to utilize our camels against them and get rid of their artillery. Oh, Hellstorm rocket batteries. How I don't miss you. Listen, I'll have to fight, the happier I am. Got a grand bombard, perhaps we can demolish them with that. Well, to see the grand bombard again, because we lost it right near the beginning of the campaign, didn't we? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, I think we lost it in one of the sieges against Bretonnia. Their towers were attacking it constantly, and then it disbanded at the end of the battle. Going back to the what's it called? Reversing the aging color on plastic and all that. It's oddly satisfying watching videos of people restoring electronics with all that type of stuff in it. I don't know why. Watching someone with the confidence to be able to do something like that, I suppose, is part of it. The process only works white and grey. If you take, for example, red or blue bricks, they'll turn pale red and blue. Right, yeah. I was thinking, yeah, colours would make it a bit more difficult to do. It's something I enjoy, just listening to people who really enjoy something. Their enthusiasm I find very enjoyable. Even if I don't fully understand what they're talking about. Okay, like that. You can go there. Bombard. Like there. Camels. Camel archers. You lot, Promethean Hatchlings. War elephants. War elephant. You can go there. And you can go there. Okay, so let's have an overview of our army. So here's our archers. Looking very nice with their blue robes. So they're headscarves? I don't know the proper name for them. I apologize. We have our Al-Rahim nomads here with their, like, wolf pelts or whatever on their heads. These are really good sort of ambushing archers. The elephants, war elephants with the howdah on the back. Certainly a centerpiece of any army. Got two of them. The guys up on the top shoot down arrows. It's very nice. Also have our Corsairs here, which are very loud. Let's look at them from over here. I have a bunch of fetching fezzes. Our main warriors here, also, with their green robes and spears. We have Palace Guard at the back there as well. They look a bit more ordered with their gold shields and halberds. Our Lord is there as well. This nice cape. Our Jaguar Warriors over here. Which, I think they're getting an update to their appearance. They look pretty cool anyway, but, I think they're going... There's a planned update for them. For the appearance-wise. Promethean Hatchlings, which are... Well, it's like the rotting Prometheans for the Vampire Coast. Our Graham Bombard. Very nice custom model. It's mostly used against walls, not really against armies. It's got a really long reload time. 30 seconds. It does have burnt on it for some reason. -8 leadership. And armor piercing. I suppose that's just more like shell-shocked. So, yeah. Oh, and it has ward save here, but this is a bonus we've gotten from taking settlements. And we have our camels over here. Which is phenomenal. A modified horse model, but yeah, they look pretty damn good. Camels. Also, gonna have to check now. Because the update came, and hey, look at that. Yeah, the camel's got a nice fetching fez on its head. And that's quite a rare thing. So, oh, there's another one up there. I think it's like a 1 in 100 chance that one of them will have on it. So, it's not a common thing. It's just every now and then you might see a camel with a fez. Okay. Araby Chaos Worshippers? Not really. The most chaos worshipping they've had sort of mentioned in their faction, I think, comes from one of their old leaders called Sultan Jafar, who is actually our legendary lord, who is, I think, mentioned as having consorted with chaos. But to what degree, it's never really been mentioned. Araby's never really had a lot of expansion to their war. There's mentions, but it was quite a while ago. They're sort of mentioned as having multiple gods and worshipping jinn, or genies, and, like, elemental spirits and so on, like that. At the moment, the faction's sort of focusing towards... You can either sort of go towards sort of prosperity and, you know, good, or you can sort of turn towards getting power by consorting with chaos as a player choice for the faction. Jafar has a few abilities he can get, which has that built in. See, it says, undoubtedly the cruelest ruler ever in Araby, Jafar controlled the lands for many years during the Crusades. Jafar was a powerful sorcerer who, in 1435 IC, united Araby and ruled it as Sultan for 15 years. So, I mean, technically he's long dead at the point of this in this game, but, it's no biggie. What's a bit of death? Ow. Okay, I mean, we have Chaos Beastmen as voices. That's more because there's no, you know, Arabian voices in the game, so. Okay, flying carpets move over here. Could you stop? Okay. Actually, you're on a Pegasus, so you can do this. Can I? The range on this ability should really be shrunk a bit. It's kind of ridiculous. We didn't hit them too well there, but if that had hit a lot of their units, they would be dead. That is very powerful. But sadly we missed quite badly there. Oh well. Where's our flying carpets? There they are. Let's pause and have a look at them. Flying carpets! Pretty cool. They're a ranged unit. They're also not too bad in melee. They have powerful ranged attacks too. So, you can move over here. Also very fast. Meow. Pew. Move around. Ooh. We've also got Cataphracts here, which are very heavily armored cavalry units. 130 armor with a bronze shield. I think that's like 5 higher than the Empire Knights. They're rather slow. 64 speed. But they're good. What the hell was that? What the hell's what? What's what? What's this about? Is this the attack from the Oh! You mean the big snake? The big snake? Yeah, the giant fire snake. Okay. So the ability itself is actually from Tehenowin from the Lizardmen. I think it's like an invocation of Sotek. However, part of Araby is that they deal with jinn or genies. And so to represent that, we have the ability, this ability, which is a serpent jinn. Which is a wind's ability, which summons a snake, which tears across enemy units. It's quite useful. It's very narrow. It's kind of like the penumbral pendulum. It's width. So yeah, we have another one also. We can summon a fire djinn. It's quite nice for causing terror amongst enemy units. Okay, up here. And yeah, you can charge. Oh, you can charge over there. And I suppose my camels are just charging things, are they? Yeah. Okay. You can... No. That's the wrong button. Where is it? There it is. You can charge down into melee against that. And you can do that there and that there. Stop firing. And you can come around and do the same. Charge! The elephants are pretty good against infantry. However, they're not as powerful as the Norscan mammoths. They're smaller, they don't have as good armor, they don't have as much health. So you do have to watch out for them. These are war elephants, so they have more armor than the normal elephants, which is like this one. So they're quite vulnerable to getting hit, but yeah, you can charge them. Charge them. Charge them. Charge them. This battle could have gone a bit neater, but yeah. Oh no, carpets! Ah! Yeah, they're not that bad in melee. Whee! As I said, with the serpent djinn. What was that? As I said, with the serpent djinn, I feel the casting distance of it needs to be reduced because it's a bit ridiculous. You can cast it across like half the battlefield. But yeah, quite a nice ability. Useful during a siege when the AI is all lined up. Okay. Charge them! They kind of sound like camels. Don't stop! He's right there! Huff, 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 huff. Oh. Ow! Okay, and battle. Decisive victory. As it should have been. So yeah, the war elephants are pretty good, and we can get an elephant for our lord as well, which is why I'm fighting with Omar here rather than Sultan Jafar, because he is a what's it called, Sultan. He can get the royal elephant as a mount, which has a unique model as well, unique appearance as well. Try and show off the djinn, the fire djinn as well. Nice ability. You start the game off with it. It's very useful against armies of Bretonnian peasants. I believe there's more planned for the djinn. At the moment, it's sort of just constrained to those 2 units. I think the lore of Araby is in the works, and with that will probably come stuff to do with djinn. I have seen models which have been shared on the modding Discord for what's it called? Araby summons the djinn from vessels. You imagine like a magic lamp, but in Warhammer it's not a magic lamp. They have these large sort of, well, I'd say pokeballs. Just imagine a large brass sort of orb which can be split in half. And they appear from them. It's what they look like in War Master. And how exactly they're going to appear, how exactly they're going to function in the game is still being discussed, I believe. Because you don't really want them to be just a unit you recruit and on a battlefield. You want them to be a bit more special than that. I don't know how they functioned in War Master. I never played War Master. I didn't even know about it. War Master is for people who don't know, War Master is a specialist game created by Games Workshop, which, unlike Warhammer Fantasy Battles, War Master is, if people know it, it's like Warhammer 40,000 Epic. It's Warhammer Fantasy Battles on a grander scale, or was. And it's where most of the lore and information about Araby comes from, because they had an army in it. As well as all of their models. These tiny little models, I forget how big they are, but really small. Represent the huge scale, and yeah, it's where a lot of the army list and all that's being drawn from. We didn't do too badly with the camels. 51 kills for one of them. 28 for the Jaguar Warriors. 37, 11, 2, 9. 1 for the Elrahim Archers. 1 for the Palace Guard. 24, 39 for the 2 War Elephants. 17 for the Grand Bombard. Right. So they did take a fair bit of damage in the process. 14 for the Promethean Hatchlings. 12 and 5 for the 2 units of Camel Archers. And only 1 kill for Oman. Oh well. 11 and 9 for our Arabian Corsairs. Those are pretty good. Early on, they're very useful. Like all the lightly armored men-at-arms units for Bretonnia. Giving more like really offensiveness than the men-at-arms are able to provide, able to withstand. So I think they have kind of low armor, so they don't last that long. But biggest problem earlier on is dealing against the Bretonnians' cavalry, because we have our spears, but don't really have another answer to them until either the Palace Guard or what? I wonder whether the Arabian Knights were changed. Because I think they were going to give one of them lances instead of swords and shields. Because Arabian Knights have sword and shield, and so do the Cataphracts. Don't know whether that's been changed. I don't think so. There was some discussion over the roles of the 2 units, and the Arabian Knights being a bit too good compared to the Cataphracts. Because the Cataphracts are slow, and the Arabian Knights had stats which weren't that much, which were better than the Cataphracts in some regards, as well as the speed which they had. So, okay, and yep, we'll take the settlement. Get a hunter and a valet, and we secure the province land of the dervishes, and we defeat a bunch of rebels. Plain of Tuskers. Do we have any unique buildings here? Nope. Oh. Build a guardhouse. Nori, you can get. Nori? You can get Pants Impenetrable Pelt. And Sultan Jafar, you can get. Like that. But you need to be level 16 for that. Doom and Darkness level 2. And you within range? You are. Let's just move here. Yeah, he'll probably attack next turn because I have no region left, and then we can move on to Antok and Bakar.
I forbid this. My faith in you.
Yep. How far can you move? There. Go over here. Mamdor, you can get. Kind of miss Exorcism lowering the leadership of undead unit. I mean, +4 leadership and immune psychology is nice, but yeah. Fast protection. And our hike will level up to level 5. Oh, great! Small bits. It's an army of trolls. Chaos, armored chaos troll. Lovely, fantastic, wonderful. I love it. I panic slightly. Okay. Forget that. Get those Arabian bowmen. Do we have anything else we could stop building for the moment? Good thing I've been focusing on our garrisons for the most part around here. Kofa is a bit vulnerable. Oh, I'd like to get a fire mage. Can't recruit a battle wizard here? No, we don't have the Zawiya. So can I get bright wizards? I suppose we can't. We can't recruit bright wizards. I would have thought we could.
Our paths have.
I mean, we've got Mahmud here. I think it was given to me at the beginning of the campaign. Yeah, we start off with Mahmud there, so we can't recruit fire. Oh, okay. We do have the Ifrit up here, which would be nice to use against the trolls. Oh, Hike's garrison's not small. But that's a lot of trolls. Okay. End turn. Might have to move an army up there to protect El Hike, perhaps. Might just have to grin and bear as Kofa gets raised. Hostile hero activity. Wound. Failure. Wasn't there an ability which our lords could get which gave us flaming attacks on our armies? Okay, okay. We play this as well. Yeah, I'll just hold it. There. And take on captives. And Sudenburg is no more. Okay. We're gonna have plenty of fights against the Tomb Kings up there. Do wish they were a bit more decisive about defending their settlements. Because they were defending Sudenburg, and then we got near there and they're just like, no, I'm going to go over here. And then we got here and they're just like, I'm going to go over here. Okay, where's those trolls? Up here. Yeah, you're in Virus, aren't you? Virus doesn't have walls. It's not nice. You have to build a city watch there for it to have walls. You get rid of the landed estate. Don't really need that anymore. We're not going to build them in time. Go into Virus.
Let me think about it. No!
And we can recruit. Take 2 turns. You get a ballista, anti-large, but that won't help too much against so many trolls. Even though this is led by a forest goblin, this army is essentially all trolls, and I'm probably going to guess it's all chaos armored chaos troll. Tars, desert dogs, Tarin champion, unbreakable, killing blow. Yeah, they're not anti-large. These are anti-large, and they have charge defense for large. Bonus versus large is 15. Dune Scorpion, that's only bonus versus infantry. Get more though. More archers.
Silence!
Go to guardhouse. Omar, you can get. This is This is one of the skills which we get, which can sort of push us towards chaos. It increases our diplomatic relations with chaos factions. Also causes us to spread chaos corruption, but gives us regeneration, which, come to think of it, with Royal Elephant, really nice. But we also have this one here, Protector of Order, which gives us Unbreakable. And increases our diplomatic relations with Dwarves, High Elves, and Lizardmen. Vulcan Scimitar. We can also get this Crescent Amulet, which gives us access to spells, but it also causes us to spread chaos corruption. This eventually comes to the Jinn Hunter, which allows us to summon a fire Jinn, like Sultan Jafar can. It's quite nice. Rank 12. If I get Falcon Scimitar, you're gonna have to you're going to unequip your Rune Fang. You have a Rune Fang. Not that good compared to the Rune Fang. This bonus it gives better. Alright, let's go for the Crescent Amulet. We'll go up and get Jinn Hunter. There we go.
The trees tell me.
Wormwood, you can get Flamestorm. Blue. Plain and Tuskers, upgrade that. How many armies are here? 3. Recruiting more. There was more, but they moved over to here. And then they were attacked by the Dread King legions, which are over here. They were trying to attack me, and they got too close. And they marched out and stomped them, so... Let's move you to here. Camp. Go here. Camp. I'm going to send you back up here. Let me just check that all of my regions, except for most of Araby, have except slaves turned off. Yep. Okay. Fine. In turn. Wrong, Confederates Artois. For the failure of the hero. Mahmud gets fortunate. Nordland gets a military alliance with Corone. Tabaro declares war on the pirates of Sartosa. We encounter the Rockblood tribe. Peace negotiated between the Ugma tribe and Red Fangs. And the Red Eye are destroyed. And we get a rank. Fortunate. Okay. March up to here. The trolls have landed. Spotted a location of interest, but we were force marching, so we couldn't get it. That's another mod I have, the land encounters, which adds little points of interest on the map, like on the sea, but on the land. So there's another one over here. They can give you rewards like money, items, and so on. A bit of treasure hunting. Though they do have, some of them do have battles, and those battles can be quite difficult, so you sort of have to be sure that you have an army which could defeat a pretty powerful army, in case you want to examine them. You can get... It's a resistance, speed, Wisson's wild form, weapon damage, and armor. Get Wisson's wild form level 2.
I hear you. Do not betray your king.
King?
Druid.
Okay.
Jade magic is yours to command.
March into here. And we'll start raiding their province. Because you have the bonus. I want to make use of it. Black Tower of Arkan, upgrade the toll gates. You can get some units. Really don't have a barracks or anything here to recruit better units from. How many turns? 4 turns. Wow. 4 turns we're not going to be able to upgrade it, so I'll get rid of that. Okay. Maybe we'd be able to lay an ambush against the trolls. No. Because the garrison wouldn't be part of that ambush, so because they would appear on the edge of the map, leaving my ambushing force sort of out in the open against the trolls. And if there's 18 units of trolls in that army, 17 because one's the lord, actually, yeah, I wouldn't be able to deal with them with a half stack of spears and archers. Reichland gets a military alliance with Corone. The Barrow Legion declares war on Corone. Crooked Moon mutinous Gits have been destroyed. Dune Kingdoms don't do anything against me again. Okay, they must feel pretty confident about their position. We encountered Golden Order. You might see also up there, just for new people, that I'm playing with a mod which adds Chaos Dwarves on the map. I don't know where they are. They're in, they start off in the Darklands, but, yeah, so, that is an army of armored Chaos Dwarves. Armored Chaos Trolls. Kinda scary. We don't have walls. We have got a lot of archers. And we've got some units which have Bloodhound, which lowers leadership. As well as our elephants, and they're not anti-large. 110 armor. Jeez. Have more armor on them than some cavalry does. Ugh. Okay, trolls are scary. However, they have a big weakness, and that's their leadership. If we can deal with small bits, or just break the trolls, then they will sort of flee, and the you know, the difficulty of it will be rather reduced. I would like to have some fire magic, though. You know, nice to have. Maybe in 20 troll stacks. I think in a way I'm actually kind of responsible for this, because Shaker Rivers, the mod author for OV and Lost Factions, said he's enjoyed watching the trolls fouling things up for people playing the mod and making videos of it. So that's why the just the neutral troll faction is here, and not just the clan Ugma, so that there's always these trolls around. They should have more varied armies than this. There was a change made where they have access to more troll units, but AI seems to be just focusing on building the strongest trolls in their available still. Because I think they get river trolls from their port settlement, from their docks building. That's just the desert. And all that, so. Okay. Archers. I mean, if you want to see me getting exasperated dealing with trolls all the time, then the campaign I did a while back of the what's it called? The halflings. Oh, that's a war elephant. Is yeah. You're playing as halflings. Oh look, it's a troll army. I think it was the halflings.
Great cannon!
It was a while ago. Okay. Spread out like that. Slaves. Go there. Go there. You can go here. Grand Bombard, just move back a bit. Like there. Like there. And there. The halberd, you can go about there. Al-Rahim nomads, you can go about there. These Arabian knights can go there. These camels can go there. And the flying carpets can go there. Just get some pikes. Easy. Of course. Pikes. Why did I think of that? Why didn't most of the factions in Warhammer think about pikes? Pikes? What is this? A long spear? Pwah. How are you supposed to use this? Madness. Why'd I have to reorganize my nicely ordered army? There we go. Pikes indeed. The only type of pike I know is the one which I eat. Anyway. Who's not about to start fighting with a fish. Bam! You missed! Well done. There was all these trolls and you missed. Well, good thing is, the trolls don't have bows. Whee! Yeah, I love the sound of trolls in the morning. Actually, what's our slaves look like? I don't think I've seen them. Oh, we have, actually. It's got the shields and axes and swords and all that. Oh, look at our units. Lined up, ready to take a charge. If only I had fire magic. Oh, well, you killed a troll. Yeah. Slaves, charge that unit of trolls there. You know, it's a simple job. Okay. You can just stop firing. Come back over here. Over there. Go there. Kill him! Kill that lord! Okay, we're breaking them. That's good, that's good. But for how long? They're rallying pretty much straight away. Okay. There goes my camels. Boom. I might have hit my elephant. It might have bounced off my elephant's forehead. It's fine. Okay, how's that lord going? Have we tenderized him yet? Not quite yet. Okay, small bits. Oh no, that's my general. Okay, he's terrified. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but where's our Sneebits? Or whatever his name is. There he is. Get him! Okay, charge them. Good. No. Oh, no, my lord. You won't kill my lord that easily. Well, bugger. But this nightmare never ends. Okay. Oh, chase them down. Rally. Boom. I missed. Sailed right over their heads. Bam! I definitely hit them there. Are you going to, like, stop rallying now? Where's your lord? Oh, there he is, all the way up there. You can attack him. Oh, my camel's fled. Come on. Deal with this, ball of... what's it called? Trolls over here. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. You got caught by them, did you? Can you, like... Well... They rout. Yay! Victory. Ugh. If they attack again, though... I don't know if we'll be able to deal with this.
Great cannon!
Oh, yes. Armies of trolls.
Target and fire!
Rather unpleasant. Boom. Ooh! Well, there goes their lord. I'm actually of two minds of that. That was an incredible shot, but also that means we have to deal with another lord with full health next time. Okay. End battle. Direct victory. Ah, trolls. 87 losses. Well, we did, like, cut their numbers down by nearly half? You think me stupid? I show you your guts. Who's stupid then? Uh, 15, 133, 18, 85, 19, 122, 28, 70, 73, 16, 29, 12, 21. Yes, yes, yes. 1. Hey, Farouk actually killed a troll. 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 16. The elephants helped a lot. Possibly also the war elephant, because that has archers on top and they'd have been shooting the whole time. Ah. This is a big problem with fighting trolls. You may be able to fight them off the first time, but then getting casualties on them is difficult. Because they might just, you know, attack us again next turn. Because they're still in good shape compared to us. That's why I kind of wanted maybe to leave their lord alive, because if he was on lower health, then we'd be able to knock him out early in the battle. And then the troll army would suffer the leadership loss. As you saw, they were breaking pretty constantly in that battle. But they'd flee for a bit, then rally, and then come back. We actually did manage to wipe out 2 units of trolls. That's not too bad, really. Actually surprised at that. Did we focus fire them? There must have been units I was firing my archers at. I suppose at least it was all armoured chaos trolls, because there are other trolls they can have. One of them is stone trolls, and stone trolls are, interesting. At least from Ovian Lost Factions. The, stone trolls, I think they might have been done by the modder Elon originally. Stone trolls have an ability where, while their leadership is unbroken, they get a bonus to their leadership, as well as a physical resistance. However, as soon as their leadership is broken, they sort of lose their confidence, and even if they rally, they don't get that bonus back. So once you break them, it's easier to kill them, but breaking them in the first place is kind of difficult, because they have physical resistance, missile resistance, magic resistance, I believe. They're just really tough. But once you break them, I believe they have lower base leadership than other troll units. But with this bonus, they have higher leadership than other troll units, so they're all bluster. And once you break that, then they're sort of... Oh. There are other trolls as well. There's southern trolls, which are small, like, slightly bigger than man-sized trolls. They're fast, and they're more like cavalry. You'd use them for flanking. There's river trolls, which have a foul stink around them, which lower the stats of enemy units around them. What else? There's normal trolls, and there's chaos trolls, which are exactly the same. There's bile trolls, which have an ability which lowers the stats of, I think, everyone around them. as well as slowing them down. They're like trolls infected with Nurgle disease. And there's the Chaos Armored Trolls. There's Snow Trolls. Forgot about those, because I never recruited them when I was playing as the Trolls. Which are... I think they're in units of 4. And they're very big. Like, bigger than Stone Trolls. Stone Trolls are already bigger than normal Trolls. Forget what their bonuses are there, though. They might have Frostbite, which slows units down around them. Well, it's just generally being tougher. Do they have anything else? I don't think they do. There's not that much variety to the Troll army list. Kind of by design, because they're Trolls. They're not going to be using bows. They're not going to be using magic. The Troll Lords are smarter. And they have a variety of unique abilities they can get. You can give them lineage based on different troll types. So you can give them stone troll lineage. Or river troll lineage. As well as possibly some bonuses which give them other benefits as well. Oh, we got Fencer's Blades. Lovely. And we went up a level. Hooray! Execute. Okay, you got another forest goblin. That's, alright. That there. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Ah, okay. Angry Van Horseman's appeared. Got a hunter. Yep. Van Horseman's invasion. I believe Van Horseman's actually getting an update to his model. Getting a bit of a redesign. Angry Van Horseman, the most infamous and perhaps most dangerous of the Imperial College's few known traitors. Our scouts have managed to spot his invasion before it's too late. What are his plans? Who really knows? Oh, yes. He spawned here. There's Malefics. We've seen him a bit in my Kolek Sun Eater campaign. Here he is, fully kitted out, along with Bordros, a Chaos Dragon. I wonder how he'll do up here. Also on Arnow, owned by Midland. There's the, there's Albion. See, they have a, don't know what that is called. Trusayer, I suppose. Neat look. There's a wizard there. Adrian. Utharlane. Unique lore? Right, yeah, Albion, a bunch of the units in Albion have this bonus. War Fury. Where while their leadership is high, they get a bonus, but when their leadership is low, or they're losing melee, they sort of lose the stomach for fight and they flee pretty easily. They also, some of their units also have Woad Paint, which is, while your mana is high, they get plus 15% extra physical resistance, on top of 25%. They have Magical Woad painted on them. And he has Wings of Fate, a magic missile. Lurken Tulach. Okay. I don't know. More spears and archers, I suppose. And you can get Inspiring Presence. Yeah, there we go. Who's this? That's Ugma Tribe. Must we? You're tasty looking. You looking tasty. We're not at war with you. You can get Route Marcher. And we can get the, Sepoy Kasern here. Small Kaserns usually exist to employ the Mutawa'in, Volunteers dedicated to their faith and sultan. Should I just leave Pyrus? No. I mean, that hurt us. But I feel we can deal with this. This is not as scary as it was. Okay, let's see.
This is forbidden. I forbid
Tomb Kings.
My servant fails me.
Our paths have crossed. The power of nature is yours.
I forbid this.
What brings you here? Their life is mine.
Attack, Bagar. War Banner. +5 leadership. Speed, +20%. Put that on the flying carpets. 105 speed. 125 speed. And put the War Banner on the elephant. There we go. Very fast.
All things must die.
You can attack King Off Toss here. He flees, of course. Makes my job easier.
Bury them.
Okay. What's the worst thing in their army? The Tomb Kings, really. Sepulchral Stalkers, perhaps? Oh yeah, I was going to check something. Do you have an ability which gives you flaming attacks? I'm sure I saw one somewhere. No. No? Okay.
Death is certain.
Right. Let's have a look. What's this settlement look like? Oh, interesting. Okay. Right. I'll charge right up the middle then. Also be able to use our Jezzails to potentially snipe their lord. They don't do that much damage, but they'll be able to whittle him down a bit. Or shoot the Tomb Guard, because they have Shield Breaker on them, I believe. I mean, most of these units are just, like, weak skeletons. Our units are better than them. I have more powerful magic than they do. So I'll be able to deal with large groups of skeletons. Sepulchral Stalkers, they're anti-large. They could pose an issue for our elephants. Oh, they're undead. They're not going to be scared by the elephants. However, their leadership does lower and they suffer a lot of casualties. Just like It balances itself out. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're like little walls there buried in the sand. That's neat. Reinforcements over there. That looks cool. Just like a temple. I'm hearing the Serious Sam soundtrack in my head. If it wasn't against, what's it called? Games Workshop policy for modding, it would be funny to have an army faction based off of Serious Sam enemies. You have the headed kamikazes. Okay, go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. War elephant. Go there. You can go there. You can go there. The sails. Go there. Okay. March up quickly. Look at that speed. All that speed. Ow. Super fast carpets. It's been tricked out. Pimp my carpet. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. Congratulations. Along with the subscription, you get a nifty little emote of called I just have to look at my own thing. Should of Kemler asking where Krell is. Flying carpets, are they melee? It's a flying joke. Well, they're carpets. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? That mod has been able to pull that off is incredible. They're a mixture of ranged and melee. They primarily are ranged. They have quite a good ranged attack. I think it's like the arrows hit with more force. I can't remember exactly what unit to based off. I suppose think of it as some of the better archer units for the Wood Elves. And they're not that bad in melee either. They do have 80 armor, which is pretty nice. Good speed. Melee attack, melee defense is pretty good. Their ranged attack is magical, but their melee attack is magical. They also have this Bloodhowl, which is what a bunch of Arabian units actually have. Our Camel Riders have that as well. Which gives -4 leadership to enemy units when they're engaged in melee. So that's pretty nice. Good for making peasants flee. So let's bring the rest of these guys up here. And you can go there. And you can go over there. And archers can go there. And our Promethean Hatchlings can go there. Do we have our other elephants? They should be arriving on the battlefield, shouldn't they? Yeah, there they are. Oh, and a Grand Bombard. You're not going to get anywhere before the battle begins. Charge up. Just cast a firestorm over there. Rah! Yeah, you said that. It was so great, he had to say it twice. Also, welcome. I see. Ooh, there's a Tomb King. I suppose you could shoot him. Hit him with a fireball. No, don't hit my Cataphracts. You're anti-infantry, which is... Actually, go here. Attack them. Yeah, hit. I said hit him with a fireball. Pow! Well. If the rest of you could move up pretty quickly, that would be good.
I am a pyromancer.
Okay, move over here.
Get them!
Yeah, you could charge him, I suppose. Loud nays. Okay, charging. Our camels are anti-large. Okay, let's yeah. Time to summon a snake. There's a pretty... Ah! Splat! I might have been a bit close there. Oops. Well, don't flee! Sorry. Magic went a bit awry. Where's that Tomb Prince there he is? You can charge up there. Jin, go over here. Charge these. Blah! Whee! Okay, how's our Cataphracts going? Oh. You're continuing fighting against them. Ah! Actually, those are carriers. That's not the Lord. Chuck it with another fireball. How? Did you miss? He's right there. Come on, lad. Drop their leadership. Someone do Shabti on you. Well. Charge in, elephants. Get over here. Stomp, stomp, stomp. You see the actual state of my battles, just utter chaos. Oh no, my elephant! It's fleeing. No. How dare you hurt him? No, my carpets! I keep forgetting about things. Get out of it. You can attack them. He's too far away. Just ignore him. Oh, there we go. And they start to crumble. Blah, blah, blah. Bonk. Yeah. Close victory. Better than nothing, I suppose. Maybe if I'd held off and let my other units arrive in time. Whatever. 150 kills for our elephant. And it did hold on pretty well. I think the banner was a good choice to give it. 388 kills for Sultan Jafar. No wonder. That spell was kind of ridiculous. 13 for our Cataphracts. Could have used them better. They had cavalry, and it tied down my cavalry. How dare they use cavalry against me? 35 kills from our Jazales. They weren't touched at all. They do kind of lack the option of something to duel enemy lords and heroes with. It'd be nice if we get a unit like a captain or something at some point, because that would help in that regard. I mean, Sultan Jafar, especially with the nerf he got recently, he's not a melee combatant, he's a spellcaster. Powerful one, but not able to duel Tomb Kings and the like. He's on foot. My Bright Wizard nearly died. Yeah, we get mages, though. We don't get captains. Assume they got captains on the tabletop? I'm not too sure. They must have. Basically every faction has a captain equivalent. Because it was a cheaper lord. Skaven have the chieftains. A weaker version of the warlord. Who got the most kills in Araby? 47 for the Sepulchral Stalkers. Okay. 89 for one group of archers. Wow, what were they shooting against? 42 for King Itabom. See the one which was on the chariot? I think so. Him with a few fireballs. Perhaps casting Flaming Swords of Ruin would have helped, but again, even if I'd done that, I don't think that would have been enough of a buff to my cavalry, which was engaged with him, to really help deal with King Itabom. But then there's the other armies, which can't see what. Oh well, that's 3 less armies of them to deal with. 2 armies and a garrison not to deal with. There's another army which fled. Should be able to deal with that easily enough on its own, though. And then there's the other settlement. What is it? This was Bargar. The other one's Antok, is it? And the Dune Kingdoms will be no more. I wonder what we'll do with the Aswad Scythans. They're another Arabian faction, which are up in Qatar, I think it is. They might actually start in the capital or in the area now, rather than right next to Numas. They have... Okay, so there's 3 Arabian factions in the mod so far. There's the Caliphate of Araby, which we're playing as, obviously, which start with Sultan Jafar. Then there's the Aswad Scythans, which are... The idea behind them is that they're closer ties to the Tomb Kings, and they help protect the Tomb Kings' pyramids and temples and all that, while they might be sleeping, or, you know, protect them from raiders and thieves and all that. So, I believe they're able to actually recruit a number of Tomb Kings units, as well as having better relations with the Tomb Kings in general, because they sort of look up to them as past, you know, past glory, empire, and glory, and all that. But I don't think they have a unique legendary lord yet. And then there's the Flaming Scimitar, led by the Golden Magus, which is off in Lustria on the... Oh, what is it? It's in the Awakened, on the Vampire... No, it's north of the Awakened in the Vampire Coast. It is the... Something Swamps. Something like that. They start there. The idea behind them, I think, is that they're more of a seafaring faction. But they haven't really been developed much yet so far. So, but you know, getting there. Be interesting for the Golden Magus because Magus because he was the one in Dreadfleet. So maybe you have a ship which is upgradable. That would be neat. Having an ability to which you can summon various jinn with, because he's apparently got hundreds of like vessels with jinn in them on his ship. Genies, not a... No, and just say that, and it's like, yeah, he's just got like massive amounts of booze on his ship. Armor of silvered steel. Yay. Take it. There we go. And we got glittering scales too. Omar. One more off, and you'll be able to get Royal Elephant. How many do we need here? 3. Only 3 points. And we can get that immediately after getting evasion. You get Wisson's wild form.
I forbid this.
Okay, and you can get... Yeah, get cheaper fireball. Sultan Jafar. Get the penumbral pendulum, I think.
My servant fails me.
Okay. Can't upgrade that. You've moved. We have bucket loads of cash now. Let's see. Black Tower of Arca, what would I want to build here? Got the walls being built. I've got the Sorcerer's Zawiya. Do I want this to get giants here, or do I want this to get the war elephants here? I do have this building actually going up here. So yeah, get tribal assembly. We'll be able to get ogres there. That will help.
Our
Does Bargar have anything unique in it? It does. Excavation of Alcadiz's pyramid. Ancient mystical landmark. I think that's added by landmarks of the old world mod. The ancient crypt of one of the greatest rulers in ancient Nehekara lies beneath this pyramid, filled with untold wealth. Dig, boys. Grab a pick, shovel, shove in a shovel, and let's take everything we can. Not like these bone rags need it. 500 income generated. Minus 10 diplomatic relations with Tomb Kings. Magic item drop chance plus 5% all characters. Also get gems. 600. Okay. Yeah, you can't get within range. Okay. So yeah, this bonus we've been getting from our taking settlements. Holy warriors. These mighty warriors have reclaimed sacred Arabian lands. They are lauded as heroes and blessed by the gods. Gives us a 10% ward save for all of our units, minus 35% upkeep for all units, and plus 10 leadership for all units in the army. And it lasts for 8 turns. It stacks, actually. So the more battles you fight, the more settlements you take concurrently, the longer it lasts. He has it for 8 turns. They both have it for 8 turns, which is quite nice. So we make more money while we're on the offensive. So you do have to be aware that it does run out. And, oh, no wonder the trolls attacked me. They've got all this. It will run out. So I could build another army or two. But when it wears off, then I might be in debt. Do I want that? I've got that. I'm going to get rid of landed estate here so we can build walls in Pyrus. Because armies like landing here and attacking Pyrus. Black Tower of Aachen. Getting the roads. Yeah, build this here. Build a Casper. And then get that.
Quiet. Listen.
Okay. And, turn slaves off there. Slaves are off there. And off there. Okay, good. So, we'll have a go for time. How will the... What are the chances the trolls will attack me next turn? I'm gonna save. I don't know why. Just... Actually, no, forget that. End turn! Let's go for it. We also get another bonus up here. I didn't mention from taking settlements. I think it improves public order in our regions. As well as maybe some other things. Military alliance negotiated. Reichland and Clan Angron. Oh, the Greybeard's prospectors have actually taken back Karazakarak. Actually, no, they still own Karazakarak, but they've taken back Barak Var. Are you going to attack me? No, you're going to run off. Team Kings. Springs of Eternal Life are owned by Nehekaran rebels. Right. That's probably going to be a powerful army of Tomb Guard and Ushabti and like 3 Hyrule Titans. Which are completely peaceful. Okay. You're just retreating. We'll build the walls there. Or we'll build the garrison there. And you can get... Panzer penetrable pelt, level 2. Okay. And you can camp. Plain of Tuskers. Have this here. Get the City Watch. You can get slave traders. I'm greedy. And all the money. You can get it might be nice if the Palace Guard had encourage, maybe. Get that. Al-Rahim Nomads are armor piercing, but they take... Get some more Camel Riders. And... Actually, get 3 units of Camel Riders, because they're anti-large. There we go. Does Pool of Despairs have a unique building? No. I'll keep the fields here because it increases casualty replenishment rate. Sorcerer's Islands. It's nice. Get Medina Guard. Would be nice if I could get that, but I can't. Okay. Well, I think we'll end one more turn, and then I'll call it for this stream. We haven't had so much progress made as last time. Or have we? Last time we took Wizard's Caliph Palace and we took Sudenburg. This time we've taken Plain of Tuskers and Bagar. No, about the same. Not a capital, but all counts towards it in the end. And we defended against an army of 17 like armored chaos trolls. How fun. And they had a nice battle against the Tomb Kings, as well as a battle against the Empire. So next time we'll probably continue fighting against the Dune Kingdoms, move upward. I don't know what we'll do about the Aswad Sithans. I was going to check whether we could confederate with them. Don't know whether we'll be able to or not. It'll be nice if we could. Trolls are kind of worrying. They're in Zandri. Gorgazan. How are you going up here?
For the wisdom of Valea.
Oh, well, excuse me. Wait, why are you recruiting Longbeards and all that now?
Who calls me? My axe thirsts for...
Oh, are these your old armies? So you didn't swap them over?
I must fulfill my slayer oath.
Yeah, maybe?
To war!
Yeah. So, I mentioned earlier that Arabian Prospectors was a faction which I have added as a mod. It's a very nice faction mod. It expands the Arabian Prospectors faction down here. Makes them more of a technologically advanced dwarf faction. You know, with an eye for innovation. They have smaller units, but the units are more powerful individually. Well, a number of turns ago, Arabian Prospectors succeeded in confederating Karazankor into itself. So now Arabian Prospectors are the dominant dwarf faction. Thorgrim Grudgebearer is now leading armies of shield breaker muskets. And Ungrim Iron Fist is leading sentries and line breakers and shield walls and all that. We're not seeing their really good units, because they have a thing called a Steel Rain Mortar. There's a rocket launcher. They have a thing called a Steel Rain Mortar, which is incredible against grouped infantry. I did a playthrough as Arabian Prospectors. It's available to watch on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my Twitch homepage, as well as a lot of other playthroughs. But yeah, they play quite a bit differently from the normal dwarves. Well, there's the Steel Rain Mortar right there. They can recruit it, but I don't think they have the building which allows them to actually get them. No. No. So, it's kind of interesting watching what the dwarves are doing, because this...
For the wisdom of Valea,
this is powerful,
Slayer King.
but I don't know if the AI in auto-resolve will have that much success with it. The Confederated Karakern. I mean, apparently they're having enough success, but the Greenskins are still around. So they were a bit stronger a few turns ago.
I'll use me spells.
What else is happening? Empire Counts are still around. Probably going to lose against Altdorf. Reichland. Karsabar. We haven't met you yet, so we can't have diplomacy against you. And they damn went and destroyed my building. So they actually have a good opinion of us. I thought they would dislike us fighting the Tomb Kings. Maybe they haven't noticed that we've been doing that yet. Okay, you're up here. So I will save it. And we will continue with Warhammer 2 Total War Araby next time. That's a pretty good session, I think. I'm glad that we won against those trolls. I wouldn't have liked to have lost Virus. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that. If I could recruit more Bright Wizards, it would help, but I'm gonna have to think up another way to deal with them. Masked Archers and Camel Riders, perhaps. The Camel Riders have anti-large, but I don't think they have enough armor piercing to really deal against armored Chaos Trolls. War Elephants do a pretty good job, just because they're tough enough that they don't get squished easily. Yes. Anyway, will be it for this one, and thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time.